Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning to the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, NFL Live, talks about the Broncos versus the Ravens. Look. So, y'all already know that the Ravens are a hot commodity in this year's, media, the media ring. You know what I mean? Because even though the Kansas City Chiefs are winning, they've been winning barely. Patrick Mahomes has looked pretty much horrible for most of the season. If anyone's saying no, he hasn't. The man's on pace to pass for 3,300 yards. And right now he has 8 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. So it's it's been quite abysmal from him, to say the least. And that hasn't, plus with the Taylor Swift stuff, you haven't heard it as much. Travis Kelce hasn't been nice. He's been real underwhelming also. So they haven't been in the media cycle a lot. What has been in the media cycle now, because of those other, Aaron Rodgers isn't winning how they expected him to win, and stuff like that, it's been Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Because we all know when things slow down or they don't have topics, they're going to keep going to the Lamar/Ravens well. And just like before, now they're doing it. Now, this is a big game now. People want to watch this game because a lot of people aren't excited for the other matchups like that. And the 49ers, and for another team that was expected to be great this year that wasn't great, Miami, 49ers. So there's been a lot of teams that have been very underwhelming this year. So what I'm going to play what the NFL Live had to say. That's what Mina Kimes, Swagoo, Ryan Clark, and I forgot the other lady's name. And then we're going to break it down, all right? So without further ado, let's see what they had to say about the Baltimore Ravens facing up against the Broncos.
The action on Sunday. Lamar Jackson back at practice today after missing the last 2 days with what the team was calling back and knee injuries. The Ravens host the 5-3 Broncos on Sunday, and Lamar was asked moments ago if he thinks he'll be out there.
So, big question. Do you feel like you're going to be able to play on Sunday?
Yeah. 100%.
100%.
Was that ever a doubt for you, or you knew right away?
No, that wasn't a doubt. Just resting my body. It's a long season. That's all.
Okay, great to hear Lamar's okay. He is also officially off the injury report, just in case you were wondering. RC, how do you see the Ravens building a game plan going up against a tough Broncos defense?
I think the first thing the Ravens have to do, which they want to do every week, is run the football. But they need to be better on early downs than they were against the Cleveland Browns. I think this pressure package of Vance Joseph and the Denver Broncos is extremely complex and also extremely effective. I don't know what Deontay Johnson is going to add based on how much of the playbook he can handle, but you're going to need someone that can separate away from single coverage, and we've seen Deontay Johnson do that. We've also seen Zay Flowers, because if you don't, then Lamar Jackson will be under pressure the entire day. But the best way to not be in that position is to be extremely efficient on first and second down.
Facts.
They're worried about making their rent, about being able to afford groceries.
Oh, my bad. So, there it goes right here. Hold on.
Yeah, the nice thing about the Denver Broncos, or talking about the Denver Broncos, is we know what they want to do defensively. They're going to blitz. They're going to play a ton of cover one. You have to beat both of those things to have success against this defense, which is exceptional against the run as well, by the way. Lamar Jackson has been great at beating both of those things. In fact, he's putting up career numbers against the blitz this year, I think. But my question for him and for Todd Monken is, if Denver can take Zay Flowers out of the game, if they put Patrick Surtain on him, assuming he's healthy for this one, who is your answer versus man coverage? I think RC made a great point about Deontay Johnson. He is a true separator, an elite route runner. He, to me, would be an excellent option. The other player I think could be in for a lot of targets in this one is Isaiah Likely versus man coverage. He is tight end, but he's really like a giant receiver. He has unique ability to separate at all 3 levels, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is the answer for Lamar against some of these Denver blitzes.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? Because I actually was in a Twitter space when they were talking about this, and we were going over some of the things what I thought would happen for this game. And I'll give you my predictions, because I'll go live before, earlier on, I'll go live tomorrow morning and give you my predictions. But I said that I believe the tight ends are going to eat in this game. And here's the reason why. Hear that single high safety that they like? Do you know who can't be guarded one-on-one? Isaiah Likely. Do you know who's a big body slash receiver when he needs to be? Isaiah Likely. Do you know who's great with the ball in his hands for Yak? Isaiah Likely. And I think the Ravens are going to get the ball into his hands quickly. They're going to see a little pop pass, bop, and say, go make a move. It's one-on-one. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to have to rotate coverage to slow down slash stop Isaiah Likely. Once that happens, like you're putting Parmesan on a pizza, it's over. It's done. The final ingredient, bro. Until it gets devoured. Because once they start rolling, oh crap, we gotta put a second guy into this. Now, that's when scheme starts to mess up because they want to blitz. They're trying to send 5 at you or more. They never want to send just 4. So if they're doing that and picking where they want to come, corner blitzes and everything else, if someone stops or starts running the right route, that means someone's going to be open. Wide open. And Lamar's been picking who the wide person has been all year long. Because they've given him multiple targets that can make the most of being one-on-one or being wide open. And that's where I think we are going to shine for this game. Because you have to come to the understanding that Lamar Jackson gets to play more free because of the addition of a Derrick Henry. The reason why this team is so good against the run is because they send more than 5. They're not trying to stop the run. No, they're trying to blitz up the gaps. They're trying to get through those holes. Only in America. You know what I'm saying? So, pause. So, you know what I'm saying? So, they're looking to shoot gaps as fast as possible, stop everything from moving, and what that's going to cause, if they start shooting gaps and Lamar starts pulling that ball back out of Henry's gut, and he's blocking and Lamar gets an extra second or two, that extra second can be someone streaking wide open. Because, you remember, it's one-on-one. So if they see you're too far off, they're just going to stop and say, give it to me. Especially for someone like Likely, if he stops and stutters and goes like this, now you got to come down and make that play. Isaiah Likely, more than any player that I've seen, the first person never brings him down. Never. I have yet to see tape all season where the first person brought him down. He gets past the first one and almost gets past the second one, and then the third one helps bring him down. That's how this has been working. So if that first person misses, Isaiah starts going up the field, now you got to get off your guy. Remember, it's man on man. You got your back is turned. And how are you going to be your back is turned with Lamar Jackson? This is a game that let me be real honest with you, that we could see Lamar legit throw for 240, 250 yards and rush for about 150 yards also. Because if they blitz and they miss and everybody's backs is turned and all Lamar got is that far guy down the field and that's a safety for single high, and that's all Lamar got to beat is that single high. Oh! Cookies! Oh my God. It's going to be nasty work, bro. Nasty work. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all going to be sitting there watching the game like, bro, this is a cheat code. And I'll be sitting there like, rawr. Oh my God. I'm telling y'all, bro. So, listen, I don't think the Ravens lose this one. I do not. Anything can happen, but I do not see them losing this game. I think they rebound. I think they go 6. I think they become 6-3 and then beat the Bengals next week to go 7-3. I also think that Lamar goes crazy this game. I think this is one of those games where you legit, like everyone's going to say run Henry. But I think that the way they're going to do it, they're going to say beat us with anybody but Henry. And I think Lamar's going to make them pay with his feet, which will eventually open up a big run for Henry. Henry could still go for 100 yards. We've seen Henry have 30 yards, 28 yards. And then he runs for 70 yards that way. It's like, oh, there he goes, going over 100 again. So I'm not going to displace or be a fool and say it's impossible for him to get his numbers. But I will say that if Lamar and this team takes advantage of this team's aggressiveness, it's over. It's over before it ever began. I'll tell you what, that Isaiah Likely, the screen game, we know Keaton Mitchell's not playing this game, but the screen game with Isaiah Likely, you got Deontay Johnson. Bateman's looking to redeem himself from last week. I'm telling you, this could be a very big game, specifically for the tight ends too. Like I said, I can expect Mark Andrews. He always gets into play. Now he's back to being himself. He's looking like he's running better and stuff like that. He's not dropping and no one's touching him and stuff like. You remember those games where he was dropping, he couldn't even get up? He's looking a lot more healthy. He still looks a little weak, but he's looking a lot better than he did at the beginning of the year. So, yeah. So, expect him to get into play, too. So, I expect the tight ends to go for probably together over 120 yards receiving between the both of them. About maybe 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns maybe. So, that's why I'm looking for the tight end ring. But I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a very big game for Lamar Jackson. Huge game for Lamar Jackson. So, we're going to get to see what happens. But what do you guys think? Do you think we win? Do you think it's going to be a blowout? How do you think Lamar's going to do in this game? How do you think we're going to pick up the blitz? Do you think the O-line is going to be able to hold up? What do you think is going to happen with Deontay Johnson and Isaiah Likely? Let me know what you think down in the comments section, please. All right? But as always, that's episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness whenever your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, right here, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash is located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nick, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
Oh!